Some advice I would have for students who are just starting out on a scholarly career would be to avoid buying into the view that history has nothing to do with theology and theology has nothing to do with history. In my own experience, the more I probe one side of the equation, the more I have to deal with the other side. So history involves theological discussion. Involving yourself in theological discussion forces you to engage with the historical side of things. So there's not a divorce between these two sides. Secondly, I would say that any student who wants to explore the world of the New Testament needs to get to the Vesuvian towns of Pompeii and Herculaneum as soon as possible and as often as possible. There are numerous scholars whose whole careers have gone by without ever visiting these towns. These are first century towns that have been preserved for us through the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 and left there for hundreds and hundreds of years until archaeologists in the last 250-300 years have begun to excavate them. And they're left there now for us to see and to study and to learn what it would be like to be a first century person on the ground. So in order to understand the historical context in which Christianity is emerging from, we need to understand the first century world, and this is invaluable. From my own experience, I left it far too long. Get there early on in your career. And thirdly, learn Latin to unpack the Greco-Roman world as well as possible. Of course, you'll learn Hebrew and Greek, and you'll learn your modern languages if you become a scholar. But if you can learn the ancient languages, you need to learn not only Greek, but Latin as well. So get to know your Latin and your Greek, and the world will come alive in new ways.